The research station orbiting Proxima 7 had seen many species pass through its corridors, but none had caused quite the chaos of the young Krathi cub, currently tearing through the xenobiology lab. Dr. Elsa Martinez watched from behind a reinforced observation panel as 3 Galactic Council veterinarians, each from different species, scrambled to contain the snarling ball of fur, claws, and teeth. The cub, no larger than an Earth house cat, had already sent 2 technicians to the medical bay and destroyed 3 weeks' worth of research data. Subject displays extreme territorial aggression, announced Crix, the lead Zenthari veterinarian, his forearms gesturing helplessly. Standard sedation protocols ineffective. Pheromone calming agents rejected. I recommend immediate containment in stasis. Elsa frowned, tapping her datapad. The Krathi were apex predators on their homeworld. Yes, but this was just a juvenile separated from its mother during a rescue operation. Stasis seemed excessive. Let me try, she said, standing up. The entire lab fell silent. Even the cub paused its rampage, amber eyes fixing on her with predatory intensity. Human Martinez, Crix's translator crackled with concern. Your species classification as Deathworlder notwithstanding, this creature's claws can slice through durasteel. Protocol demands 5 minutes, Elsa interrupted, already moving toward the supply closet. Just give me 5 minutes. Her colleague Nick Chen looked up from his terminal, concern etched across his face. Elsa, that thing nearly took Crix's arm off. What are you planning? She emerged from the closet holding something that made every alien in the room tilt their heads in confusion. A simple cardboard box, perhaps 30 centimeters on each side, with the words, "Medical supplies fragile," printed on the side. Is that a container? Asked Vrenna, the Pelothian medic, her translator struggling with the concept. How will an empty receptacle calm an apex predator? Elsa didn't answer. She simply walked into the containment area, the reinforced door hissing shut behind her. The cub immediately turned toward her, haunches raised, a low growl rumbling from its throat. Its fur, deep purple with bioluminescent stripes, stood on end. Every instinct screamed danger. Nick pressed against the observation glass. Elsa? But Elsa had already set the box down on the floor, open side facing the cub. Then she did something that made every alien observer gasp. She sat down cross-legged and looked away from the predator, presenting her back. Human Martinez has initiated suicide protocol, Crix declared, reaching for the emergency extraction button. Wait, Nick said, holding up his hand. Just watch. For a long moment, nothing happened. The cub circled Elsa warily, claws clicking on the metal floor. It sniffed the air, processing this strange creature that neither attacked nor fled, that simply existed. Then its eyes landed on the box. The cub approached cautiously, pupils dilating. It sniffed the cardboard, sneezed, then tentatively placed one paw inside. The box shifted slightly. The cub froze, then tried again. Within 30 seconds, the terrifying apex predator had wedged itself entirely into the box, only its head poking out, eyes half closed in what could only be described as contentment. The lab erupted in confused chatter. Impossible, Vrenna breathed. The predator's stress hormones should be dropping rapidly, Nick confirmed, reading the bioscanner data. Heart rate normalizing. Aggression markers at baseline. Elsa slowly turned around, a knowing smile on her face. The cub watched her but made no move to leave its cardboard sanctuary. She reached out slowly, and after a moment's hesitation, scratched behind its ear equivalent. A sound like a diesel engine purring filled the lab. Would someone like to explain, Crix demanded, all forearms crossed, how a primitive container accomplished what our most advanced xenobiology couldn't? Nick was already pulling up comparative data on his screen. It's not just the box. It's psychology. Cats, that's what we call small predators on Earth. They seek enclosed spaces when stressed. Makes them feel safe, secure. The box represents a den, a hiding spot. He paused, looking at the cub now grooming itself contentedly. Elsa just applied Earth predator behavior to an alien species. But the composition analysis shows this cardboard has no psychoactive properties, Vrenna protested. No pheromones, no electromagnetic signature. It's just pressed plant fiber. Exactly, Elsa said softly, still sitting with the now calm cub. Sometimes the solution isn't high technology or exotic chemistry. Sometimes it's just understanding that a scared kid, any species, needs to feel safe. She carefully picked up the box, cub and all. The young Crothy didn't even protest, seeming quite content to be carried in its new fortress. I'll take him to the recovery habitat. Nick, can you fabricate a few more boxes? Different sizes. Already on it, Nick grinned, sending the specifications to the station's fabricator. As Elsa left the lab, the alien scientist stood in stunned silence. Finally, Crick spoke, his translator conveying a tone of reluctant admiration. Note for the galactic database. When all conventional methods fail, consult a human. They have an unsettling knack for befriending things that should, by all logic, eat them. Note addendum, Brenna added, watching through the corridor window as Elsa settled the box-ensconced cub into its new habitat. Human success rate may be attributed to parallel evolution of predator species on their homeworld. Recommend further study of Earth's cardboard box technology. Nick couldn't help but laugh. By tomorrow, he knew, every xenobiology lab in the sector would be requisitioning boxes. Not stasis fields, not neural dampeners, just simple ancient cardboard. Because that was humanity's real superpower. They'd spent 10,000 years learning to live with predators. They'd turned wolves into dogs, tigers into house cats, and raptors into chickens. Where other species saw teeth and claws, humans saw friends waiting to happen. And sometimes all it took was a box. The Crothy cub, comfortable and secure in its cardboard castle, finally fell asleep. In its dreams, perhaps it remembered its mother's den back home, dark and closed, safe. In the lab, requisition orders for human pacification device, cardboard model, began flooding the station's logistics system. The galaxy, it seemed, still had much to learn from humanity.